Irish Second Level Students' Union, or more commonly known as the ISSU, is a national representative body of second level students in Ireland. Representing over 480 member schools, the ISSU strives for a student-focused education system, where students are an equal partner in our education. Late last year, the Education Officer, Lisa O'Sullivan, launched a new National Working Group on Education. Ever since, we've been working towards senior cycle reform, and today are proud to launch our new research paper on senior cycle reform.
I have about 3 months left of senior cycle, and while undoubtedly I've derived benefit from the education system in Ireland, when I look around me and I see my friends terrified to go out into the world because they feel the skills they've learned in senior cycle have not prepared them. I've seen students struggling under the stress placed upon them by the Leaving Cert, and then I know that we need senior cycle reform to give us not just the education we need, but the education that we deserve.
These students have experienced firsthand the immense pressure that senior cycle students are put under. And for what? What goals is this current system trying to achieve that can't be done in a more straightforward and manageable way for the students it aims to facilitate for?
The Leaving Cert is going to determine my life. 2 weeks and you determine the course in life so clearly that is extremely important to me. I was due to sit the newly reformed junior cycle this year. I've been working towards it since first year. Now when I go into fifth year, I have to learn in a new way. Now I have to work towards a new style of exam. The junior cycle exam is supposed to prepare me for the Leaving Cert, give me some experience, but now since they are unaligned, since one exam is reformed and the other isn't, I don't benefit.
This is important because as students, we are the future of this country. As seen during this pandemic, the current system causes a lot of stress on students. The huge focus on 2 weeks worth of exams and lack of continuous assessment badly needs to change. One exam shouldn't determine who we are as people or what we are capable of. The current system does not cater to all learning styles. Every student is different, and not every student should be taught or assessed in the same way. Let's reform our senior cycle so that every student can reach their full potential. Let's not leave any student behind. This cannot continue into the future. Let's not keep making the same mistakes. Now is a better time than ever to reform our education system to help the future of this country to grow and prosper.
Leaving Cert is going to determine our futures, what jobs we have, what colleges we get into. It has such a huge role in our lives, and the education system has become so fragile in the past few years. It shows that reform is needed more than ever. 1 or 2 exams taken in each subject over a 2-week period is not the way to determine our futures. Every student is unique in their own way, and we need to be able to cater for as many students as we can, not just the ones who can memorize the most. Students have been saying this for years, but no one is listening. Our report is further proof that reform is needed, and it has given students a voice. We need people to listen to us.
It prioritises rote learning and memorization over key skills that are sought for later on in life, such as critical thinking and creativity. The senior cycle is essentially shoving us students into a box and telling us that you need to learn this, you need to learn that. And these are information that students generally forget after one summer. So we need to think, what is the senior cycle's aim? What are we learning? Is it beneficial? The senior cycle is unbeneficial for students and it needs to be reformed. That is why it is important to me.
Because students have been an afterthought for far too long. We deserve a senior cycle that puts students' needs at the forefront.
Because it's crucial that our education system should adapt and change to fulfill the needs of students in today's world, and the system should work to help students develop on a practical, personal and academic level.
Because senior cycle determines how we proceed post-second level, be it into university, an apprenticeship, or even the military. It therefore has a vast impact on all of our lives.
Because students deserve a chance to demonstrate their individual skills and qualities.
Because the stress of the current system negatively impacts the mental health of students across the country.
Because I want to know my true potential.
Because young people deserve an education to prepare them for the world of today, the 21st century. We must strive for equality and inclusivity across our senior cycle.
Because students need an educational experience that will properly prepare them for and benefit them in adult life, as well as catering to the way that every kind of student learns.
Those with the power to invoke change need to start listening to students' voices. In a system where children are left behind for not fitting the mould of the ideal student, our decision makers need to ask themselves, what changes do we need to make today?
On the Education Working Group, we believe that in order to meet the complex and diverse needs of modern society, we need an education system that engages and inspires students. We want to see a curriculum that is relevant and progressive, and a system of assessment that's meaningful to students and holistic. Our education system should celebrate diversity and teach students to think critically about the world around them. Students have unique insight into the merits and drawbacks of the system, and it's crucial that the student voice is represented in the coming reforms. Through this project, we hope to highlight issues that concern students and illustrate their vision for a reformed system.
As Albert Einstein once said, everyone is a genius, but if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid.